kidding me?
Are you ready to face your fears? February 2026 is packed with heart-pounding thriller and horror movies that will keep you on the edge of your seat. From chilling supernatural hauntings to shocking survival games and mind-bending psychological twists, this month promises non-stop suspense, terror, and adrenaline. In this video, we've organized the top 10 must-watch thriller movies release date-wise, so you'll know exactly when each nightmare hits theaters. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because you won't want to miss a single terrifying release coming your way this February. Let's start our countdown. Number 10. Twisted.
You notice any unusual activity in the neighborhood the past couple of days?
What if your biggest scam turns into your worst nightmare? Twisted pulls you into a dark side of New York City where greed opens the door to pure terror. This upcoming horror thriller, directed by Darren Lynn Bousman and releasing on February 6, 2026, starts with two smart, but careless millennials flipping luxury apartments they don't even own. At first, the money flows easily, and the risk feels low. But everything changes when they target the wrong apartment, owned by a mysterious surgeon with terrifying secrets. What begins as fraud quickly turns into a deadly game where lies, fear, and supernatural forces collide. Twisted blends psychological tension with chilling horror, showing how ambition can twist the human mind. It's a sharp horror thriller where scams turn sinister and survival becomes the only goal.
You know, for you, I'm prepared to make an exception.
Number 9. Teacher's Pet.
Mr. Abbott took his own life, and I will introduce you to your new teacher.
What if the person meant to guide you becomes your greatest threat? Teacher's Pet is a gripping psychological thriller set to release on February 6, 2026, directed by Noam Kroll. The story follows Clara, a brilliant high school senior ready to escape her painful foster home and step into her dream future at Yale. But her plans take a dark turn when her new English teacher develops an unhealthy obsession with her. What starts as academic pressure slowly turns into control, fear, and manipulation. As her success grows, so does the danger around her. Clara must rely on her sharp mind and inner strength to outsmart a man determined to ruin her future. Teacher's Pet mixes intense suspense with emotional drama, making it a powerful psychological thriller about survival, courage, and taking control back.
Where was that fire in your writing?
He's turning it into some kind of game.
Number 8. The Strangers, Chapter 3.
After all these years, you're the only one that survived.
What if the nightmare you escaped comes back one last time? The Strangers Chapter 3 marks the terrifying finale of the new trilogy, directed by Rennie Harlin and releasing on February 6, 2026. This chapter brings Maya back for a final, full-circle confrontation with the masked killers who destroyed her past. Haunted by trauma and unanswered questions, Maya is done running. As dark secrets surface, reality begins to blur with pure terror, pulling her into an unavoidable showdown. Every step forward brings danger closer, and revenge becomes her only path to peace. Packed with tension, silence, and sudden fear, this film delivers relentless suspense. The Strangers, Chapter 3 is a chilling horror thriller that closes the story with fear, survival, and brutal finality.
Everything I've ever cared about is gone.
Number 7. The Huntsman.
Where's the body?
What if the man everyone fears cannot even speak? The Huntsman, releasing on February 6, 2026, pulls you into a dark mystery where nothing is as it seems. Directed by Kyle Kawaka-Harris, this chilling thriller begins when an ICU nurse volunteers to help a coma patient accused of killing 6 women. What starts as an act of kindness soon turns into obsession. As the nurse digs deeper into the patient's past, disturbing clues and hidden lies begin to surface. Meanwhile, a determined detective races against time, unsure if the real killer is lying in a hospital bed or walking free. With constant tension, moral doubt, and shocking twists, The Huntsman delivers a gripping mystery thriller filled with suspense, danger, and psychological fear.
You do know who he is, right? They say he's the one that killed those girls in Antrim.
Number 6. Honey Bunch.
Everything is gonna go back to normal. It might just take a little more time.
What if waking up was only the beginning of the nightmare? Honey Bunch, arriving on February 13, 2026, is a chilling thriller that plays with memory, trust, and fear. Directed by Madeline Sims-Fewer and Dusty Mancinelli, the film follows Diana, who wakes from a coma with broken memories and many unanswered questions. Her husband takes her to a remote experimental trauma center, hidden deep in the wilderness. At first, the treatments seem helpful, but soon they turn disturbing. As Diana's memories slowly return, dark secrets about her past and her marriage begin to surface. Nothing feels safe, and no one seems honest. With its eerie setting and mind-bending tension, Honey Bunch delivers a psychological thriller that blurs identity, manipulation, and quiet terror.
Get back!
Okay, I am. Nobody's gonna hurt you.
What did you do?
Number 5. Cold Storage.
You two may have started the night minimum wage guards, but you're a green light team now.
What if your night shift turned into the end of the world? Cold Storage brings terror, chaos, and dark humor together in one wild ride. Releasing on February 13, 2026, this film is directed by Johnny Campbell and mixes horror with sharp comedy thrills. The story follows Travis and Naomi, two regular workers at a self-storage facility built over a hidden military base. One night, a sealed parasitic fungus escapes from underground. As the temperature rises, the creature spreads fast, taking control of minds and tearing bodies apart. With help from a tired but deadly bioterror expert, they race to stop a global disaster. Cold Storage is a comedy horror thriller, blending scary moments, survival tension, and dark laughs perfectly.
That is a nuke. What are you, nuts?
No, I'm ambitious.
Number 4. The Mortuary Assistant.
But you need to listen to me if you want to survive.
What if working alone at night meant sharing the room with something evil? The Mortuary Assistant turns a quiet graveyard shift into pure nightmare. Releasing on February 13, 2026, this supernatural horror thriller is directed by Jeremiah Kipp and dives deep into fear and darkness. The story follows Rebecca Owens, a newly certified mortician who takes a night job at a small-town mortuary in 1998. As she embalms bodies after hours, strange events begin to happen. Demonic signs appear, her mentor's secrets slowly surface, and Rebecca's own buried trauma comes back to haunt her. With time running out, she must survive the night before she becomes the next victim. This film blends supernatural horror and psychological thriller, creating slow-burning terror and intense suspense.
The entity will do anything to gain control.
Number 3. The Dreadful.
Shakespeare. Are the wars over then?
Over for me.
Where is my husband?
What if the past refuses to stay buried and comes back darker than ever? The Dreadful is a chilling gothic horror thriller arriving on February 20th, 2026, directed by Natasha Kermani. The story follows Anne and her cold, mysterious mother-in-law Morwen, living a lonely life far from society. Their quiet and harsh routine breaks when a man from their disturbing past suddenly returns. His arrival opens old wounds, hidden secrets, and deep fear. As tension grows, strange events begin to blur the line between reality and something truly supernatural. Paranoia takes control, and trust slowly fades inside their isolated world. This film delivers slow-burn gothic horror, mixed with psychological thriller elements, focusing on trauma, fear, and haunting suspense that crawls under your skin.
Don't you know you shouldn't be walking alone here?
I shouldn't walk with a man who's not my husband.
Number 2. This is not a test.
Never have I ever survived a zombie invasion.
What would you do if the end of the world started during a normal school day? This Is Not a Test is a tense apocalyptic horror thriller set to release on February 20th, 2026, directed by Adam McDonald. The story follows Sloan and 4 other students who lock themselves inside their high school when a sudden zombie outbreak explodes outside. With the world collapsing beyond the walls, food runs low, fear rises, and trust begins to crack. Each decision could mean life or death as friendships are tested and leadership is forced to emerge. Survival becomes just as mental as it is physical. This movie blends zombie survival horror with emotional drama, focusing on isolation, tough choices, and raw teenage courage under extreme pressure.
Never have I ever had sex in the school bathroom.
Number 1. Scream 7.
Me for another asshole hiding behind a voice changer.
Oh, I'm not hiding, Sydney.
Just when you thought the nightmare was over, Ghostface returns. Scream 7 hits theaters on February 27th, 2026, bringing terror back to Woodsboro in this highly anticipated horror slasher thriller directed by Kevin Williamson. This time, Sidney Prescott's daughter becomes the new target, forcing Sidney to confront her past and protect her family from a killer who thrives on fear and chaos. As the masked murderer strikes again, secrets are uncovered, alliances are tested, and the town is plunged into a chilling game of survival. The legacy of terror is far from over, and no one is safe from the blade. Packed with suspense, jump scares, and classic slasher thrills, this film delivers horror and tension at its most terrifying.
I'm not going to hurt her until you're here to see it.
Let's unmask this fucker.
And that's a wrap on the top 10 upcoming thriller movies hitting screens this February 2026. Which spine-chilling story are you most excited to watch first? Comment below and let us know. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your fellow thriller fans, and subscribe to the upcoming for more curated lists of the best Hollywood releases. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update, because February is bringing horror, suspense, and survival thrills you won't want to miss. Get ready, the scares are just beginning.